And with recent snowfall, freezing rain, and sub-zero temperatures, the risk of flooding of rivers becomes top of mind for several counties. Our 13 WRX's Dylan Valencia is live right now outside along the Rock River. Dylan, good morning. You spoke to some residents, county officials. What are the potential risks we could see?
Manny, good morning. Well, whenever we warm up after receiving large amounts of snow or rain like we've seen across the last few weeks, the thought of flooding does come in mind for city officials. Now, thankfully, when it comes to the Rock River right here behind me, there is still a threat of flooding, but there's no threat of flooding, but the risk is still there, especially since we're in the middle of the winter months.
To have a river frozen, nothing's really wrong with that part, but it's the breakup that usually kind of comes with the ice that ends up kind of jamming things up.
A risk for ice jams and flooding comes once temperatures warm up, after continuous snowfall, rain, and freezing temperatures.
If it starts to break up, then those big pieces of ice can kind of start to float down and then kind of, I guess, bunch up and kind of create more of a dam effect to it, which is what they call like an ice jam.
While there is currently no threat of flooding, it's important that counties continue to monitor the levels.
Once it gets to a certain point, then we're into what they call like an advisory level, kind of a watch level, then a warning level that goes with it.
Lou has lived in McChesney Park along the river for over 20 years, and he has seen some close calls.
It's happened a couple of times that it comes over the banks, and the worst we've ever had it got a couple inches in the basement once. Further that way you go, the more risky it is.
There are multiple gauges installed along the river by the National Weather Service to continue monitoring levels. If there comes a high level, that's when counties take action.
And then we activate preventative protocols such as ordering and providing public access to sandbags. Of course, with the recent sub-zero temperatures, we understand the concern and the possibility of those rising.
The house is still up high enough. My neighbor's a different story. They're pretty low next door on this side.
Right now, there are two minor ice jams along the Rock River that are currently being monitored, but thankfully, to gradual warming, that risk is low when it comes to flooding. However, officials are always prepared for an emergency, and the Salvation Army is also here to help when it comes to providing residents with sandbags. We will have more details on our website, WREX.com. For now in Rockford, I'm Dylan Valencia with 13 WREX.